candidly, Rutenberg just admitted 3 people while I was heroic.
Good morning, 1MillionCups. It's nice to see all of the, to quote John Norse, fellow caffeinators here this morning. Um, Welcome to our fun Wednesday morning. Next slide, please. So 1MillionCups is sponsored by the Kauffman Foundation. Um, they are committed to entrepreneurship, leadership, as well as education. Next slide, please. We are both national and local. The key pillars, this is my favorite part of the whole presentation. It's presentations, not pitches, and it is connections versus networking. I think all of us on the call have plenty of networking opportunities. This is an opportunity for safe space and connections. This is run for the community by the community. Your organizers are all volunteers, and we are radically and intentionally inclusive. If we have visitors in the room, if you will raise your hand, we will ask you to quickly introduce yourself. Now I'm looking to see if we have anybody new. I think we're good. I think it's all our usuals, the usual suspects. All right. This is the important slide. This is where we check in and let Kansas City know that we are the best 1MillionCups community in the country. If you will check in using that QR code, you can see our numbers there have remained pretty steady. We're always looking for additional growth, so please invite a friend to a future session. If you click on that QR code, and if you miss it, don't worry, it'll be back later on in the session. That should be a good enough time, I think. So this does not happen in a vacuum. You'll see here, this is the organizing team. If you are interested in becoming an organizer, you can type me into the chat, or you can email the 1MillionCups organizing team. We're always looking for new and friendly faces. It's not painful, I promise, although sometimes we do get a little off track on our Monday morning calls. Also, there's the scan in code. Once again, we also have community partners, and Central Fairfax Chamber has been a great champion for this organization, and so we thank them for their support. Next slide, please, Jen. And I'm going to turn this over to you, if you don't mind, and have you talk about the Mason Enterprise Center.
Of course, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us this morning. The Mason Enterprise Center is where we meet in person the first Wednesday of every month. We have a hybrid meeting, so you're welcome to join us in their large training room. Mason Enterprise Center is an incubator with over 100 businesses that are members. They have dedicated mentors that can help businesses grow. They have over 25 mentors now. They keep adding mentors. So if your business is in a place where you want to either pivot, scale, grow, whatever that looks like, do check out Mason Enterprise Center. They have virtual memberships, which allows you to come in, do programming, come in and meet occasionally. They have boardrooms, training rooms. They also have a few office spaces left. So if that's something that's interesting to you, please reach out to Eddie Hill. He usually is at our Wednesday meeting, the first Wednesday of each month. So in August, if you want to learn more about the space, you can even take a tour after attending 1MillionCups. With that, I'm going to hand it back over to Amy, who is our coffee sponsor.
Thanks, Jen. And thanks, Eddie, whether you are here or not, we appreciate you. I'm Amy Hughes. I own 48 Blocks Fine Candy. Every time I do this, I nearly say I own 1MillionCups, so I'm glad I didn't do that this morning. 48 Blocks Fine Candy is a luxury confectioner based in Falls Church, Virginia. We focus on permissible indulgences for adults, and that would be marshmallows as well as organic fruit pâtés and other seasonal confections. We are currently closed to the public. Our manufacturing studio is closed to the public for our summer residency, because we are rewiring everything from the top of the brand all the way down to the studio as we prepare to launch a new retail experience in our space. Coming in September, we are launching a candy speakeasy where we are partnering with local mocktail specialists as well as other local makers. These will be ticketed events, small groups. The idea is to get people inside to have an experience with confections versus just shoving as much candy as you possibly can into your mouth. Although we encourage that too. We're also targeting October for small group meetings. If you have a small board or are looking for a corporate meeting space for groups of 10 or fewer, give me a shout. Happy to have you join us for that. And if you come the first Monday of the month to our hybrid meetings, there are always sweet treats, both from us and from Green Fair. Mine are the opposite end of the spectrum from John Foster's healthy organic options. Next slide, please, Jen. How our meetings work. We ask that you keep yourself on mute during the presentation. Our presenter will be sharing her business challenge today. Sandra, I believe that is yours today. And we will then entertain feedback from our attendees. We also invite you to use the chat for your questions or for your feedback, as oftentimes we find that we have more comments than we do time to get to everyone. And for the presenter, don't worry about writing everything down. You'll get a transcript of the chat at the end of this, and you'll be able to refer back to it. We ask that you avoid using should comments and perhaps ask the question framing it as, have you thought of this? Always be polite, always be respectful. Next slide, please. With that, I am turning it over to Sandra Connor and with the DMMI Associates. Sandra, all yours.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me make sure that everything is still set as I have intended. And then click the share button, and we will be off to the races. So if someone would please confirm that you are in fact seeing.
You look fabulous. We see everything.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, so I am Sandra Connor. I am the founder of DMMI Associates. And what is happening here is the timeline began quite a while back. The entrepreneurial journey began in 2005. I started as a consultant, but that proved a little bit iffy for the same reason that there are some challenges today. So as of 2020, you all know what kind of occurred in 2020 that affected us all. I switched to video marketing and production in a remote kind of delivery model. That then opened some doors in my eyes to some other challenges that businesses typically have, which is understanding marketing. I started with that challenge myself, believing that marketing was advertising. It is not. It's much more than that. So in this year, I did a full pivot to marketing strategy, to helping people plan their strategy and understand what that is and why they need it. Until now, I have created a job for myself each time. And that is proved not scalable and could not be sustained. So here we are in this year with some challenges and obstacles to overcome. The biggest obstacle for me is helping people to connect the dots between what they actually truly need, which is what I call the vaccinations, the vegetables, and the vitamins, to connect those dots to what they want, which is more sales, more leads, and all the things associated with that, the tactics and the tools that everyone jumps into without having a foundation built first. And then getting colleagues and referral partners to get that before they try and run off and bring opportunities to Video Grows. And why did I start this in the first place? Well, right now I'm on a mission. Once I recognized that the foundation had to be built, I stepped back to do it. I'm on a mission for intangible services business owners to see through to the hearts, the desires, and the deepest concerns of their clients so that their every action, every day, every hour, every minute speaks to their prospective clients at the right level and in the right way. Getting the messaging right because it's built on the right foundation. Pardon me. So, what problem do we solve? Well, we solve and address that foundational strategy issue that most people have. I've had it. Some of you may have it to some degree. The simplicity of your purpose, the messaging for precision to make sure people know how great your business is and what problems it solves for them. And then goals that dictate tools, not the other way around. Just heard someone the other day saying they're trying to learn a platform and all about how it works. And their foundation for their business has not been built yet, I can tell. What are our revenue streams and the business model? Well, it's pretty simple. It's based on three things: one-to-one coaching, providing services as a marketing strategist to smaller companies, typically less than 50 employees, and then custom original videos, motion media, and still imagery to relay that messaging once we determine what it should be. What we offer is a proven proprietary framework to support not only this business, but that of our clients as well. We do done with you and identifying the key whys that are the what I call the footings of the foundation that's rooted in the person, the owners, the founders' values. And then growth supporting goal setting. Some people get these things flipped and turned around. Following this framework, they're in order and structured in a way that the business can grow from one to many or remain one and be solid. What's unique about this? Well, operating under firm rules. I'm a person that believes in rules. I buy into them, and I believe that other people can follow them, not to be restrictive, but constructive. So outcome focused, purposeful activities, not just doing something because someone says you should. Then I have a firm anti-discount positioning and pricing approach, especially when it comes to delivering services that are intangible. And then last but not least, tactics beyond relationships. Nothing wrong with networking and getting to know people and have them get to know you, but that cannot be the be all end all of how we build our marketing. There's more to the tactics than word of mouth. How we're different? Well, most providers sell a tactic first. They have a tool, they have a system, they have something that is fairly easy to understand, and then people jump at it because it's comfortable. Video Growth provides the structure first so that you have something to build from and then can recognize which of those. Now I've identified now over 1,500 combinations of tactics. Which ones of those should be in your structure and which ones should be sequenced first? Tactics come after objectives, goals, and strategies. Who is my target audience and client? I'm just going to name one right now. Independent sole practitioner B2B attorneys. Business attorneys have the hardest time finding their right clients and their right client mix. So we're here to serve them and others that have those same issues. Who could our strategic partners and opportunities be? Well, bar associations and legal referral networks, CPA firms and bookkeeping practices who can not only be partners but clients, fractional executive placement organizations or fractional executives who often see the opportunities and issues in other functional areas within a business. SaaS accelerators and founder communities, and business coaches and consultants, same issues and opportunities as fractional executives. What marketing channels are we using? Well, virtual networking, that's a key one that works as an entry point. Webinars and workshops, once some of those people get acquainted with who we are, what we do, and why we do it. And then written educational and thought leadership content, which I most often publish on LinkedIn. That's my primary social media channel. And I also publish a newsletter there. Addressing competition or would-be competitors. Here are the scenarios on the left. There are marketing consultancies, advertising agencies, video strategists, and video producers, all of whom think that they do what we do. They do not. Here's the comparison. We apply this expertly formatted, informed framework that fits just about any business, but we have identified a niche, as you heard. And then we position the solutions first so that we have something to build upon. And then those requirements drive the tactics and tools that take up time, money, and effort on the part of our clients and everyone in business. Back to the biggest obstacles to growth, connecting those dots for people who want to jump into the tactics and tools first, but then must see that they need those 3 V's, the things that we need to nourish ourselves and our businesses so that people see how great your business is. Ready now for Q&A. There's my contact information, and then I'll go back to the previous slide for reference.
And Maria, I think you were going to moderate the questions for us.
Yes, indeed. So,
And I'll stop sharing.
okay.
Come on, Windows, today. There we go. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, Sandra, just to make sure, we talked about your challenge question, which I didn't, I might have missed it in the presentation. Can you verify that you still want information from us on how to shorten your conversion rate timing in your sales funnel?
Yes, how best to connect those dots and shorten the timing for conversion, which is now several weeks and sometimes months.
Okay. All right. Steve Rinaldi.
Hi, Sandra. I am your target client, okay?
Hmm.
If you're talking about attorneys with a B2B presence, there are generally 2 types. There is type A that does not have malpractice insurance that covers securities offerings or intellectual property. And they're going to market themselves radically different than I'll get into type B later.
Okay.
A person in type A is probably going to do a lot of estate planning as well as business, and they're going to do a lot of commercial real estate. So they need to market themselves to the commercial real estate brokers, to the landlords, to the CPAs, and to the registered investment advisors who are doing estate planning. Then there's type B, which I am. Those who have malpractice insurance covering private offerings of securities and intellectual property. Their target base is businesses looking to raise money from investors, number one, because that's a big ticket item for me. That's big. Business looking to franchise, which is another big ticket item. You're going to see a lot of business acquisitions and sales in type B, attorneys like myself. And so how they market themselves there is different. They're looking for business brokers. They're looking for smaller regional investment bankers. Yes, they're looking for the SaaS accelerators. They're looking for outsourced chief financial officers and business growth consultants. So, I mean, you have to almost segregate your market into the two piles. Because there's an overlap as far as like entity formation and multi-member operating agreements and multi-member shareholders agreements, but there's divergence as well. And who your referral partners are for type A are going to be completely different than who your referral partners are for type B.
Thank you, Steve.
And you gotta ask, you gotta ask your clients right up front, do you have malpractice insurance covering securities or intellectual property? And if not, I gotta structure one solution for you. And if so, I gotta structure another. Sorry about that, folks. Went on there.
No worries. Thank you so much. John Rutenberg, then Melinda, then Nicole.
Sandra, great presentation. Thank you so much. Steve forgot to mention the divergent personalities among the egotistical lawyers who you're not nearly important enough to, unfortunately, nor am I, to get their attention. So that's part of the problem. But what I think, I want to also compliment Amy. Every time I'm with her, she teaches me something. And what she said is, rather than tell you you should do the following, which is my typical style, what are your thoughts about focusing on the law firm administrator who really has all the headaches because the three partners in the 8-person law firm are screaming at her or him to get the messaging out. And there are chapters of, the AB law firm, whatever they're called, American Bar Association, local chapters have law firm administrator associations. And I believe that would be a very important place to consider. So perhaps give it some thought. We can talk more.
Yes, I would love to talk more about that, and I appreciate your bringing that to the table.
Good.
Thank you, John. Melinda.
Fabulous presentation. Absolutely loved it. I related to a lot of what you were saying because I do very similar things, but not in your niche. But I've worked in your niche with lawyers. And one of the things that I had, which was kind of a misfit in the beginning, because you started talking about strategy, and I'm seeing the name of your business and I'm trying to put them together. It was just like, because I wasn't thinking of you as also selling the end product, and you were 100% correct about, I get hired so many times, and that thought process of who you are, what you do, what makes you different, and all these other things is never thought about. And when that happens, you end up doing that and you end up being angry about it because they're not paying you for it. So I want to talk to you offline, but some of my immediate thoughts were, I looked at your competition list, and one of the things I discovered is my competition list used to look a little bit like that with the agencies and stuff. That's low-hanging fruit. They don't do what you do. They don't have those talents, and they may be also another shortcut for you to get to a lot of the folks that you want to get to. They may already have these folks as clients and they can't support them because they just jump into doing videos or whatever it might be. They don't understand the process that you really need to take a potential client through so that you can give them something that's actually going to work for them.
Okay, thanks, Melinda.
Nicole.
Sandra, I want to confirm your question is how to connect the dots, right? And so I'm going to ask you a question, and that will help me understand how I'm going to answer this. Did you used to be in the medical field?
No, but I have some medical knowledge. Why are you asking?
Okay. And are you in the nutrition field?
No, I'm an analogy person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So connecting the dots, and I don't have it up on my screen anymore, but you connected the dots to vaccines, veggies, and vitamins. And so to me, that speaks to people who are in the either medical field or some form of growth for nutrition and things like that. So consider connecting the dots to the people that you're trying to reach, which are attorneys and business to business attorneys, in fact. So then it would be things like volume, velocity, and vitality, right? So, or some other V's, right? So if you want to stick with the V analogies, but think about how they're trying to grow and connecting to them when they see this, because when they see it, they might not understand that you are for them. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
It makes sense, Nicole. Yes, and this is not the analogy set that I use when speaking to that market or that audience.
Okay.
So
Okay,
that
then it makes sense.
yeah, it was a way to convey that here's the stuff that's good for you, and nobody wants to talk about that.
Okay.
Thank you. John, then Jen, then John.
Hey, Sandra, just have a question. What are you doing today in your process to, so I can understand maybe to help how to shorten it? What do you feel like, or what are you doing? And then maybe you could elaborate on where the sticking points are.
Okay, are you asking me for the full buyer journey or what? I'm not understanding.
Well, you just said you want to shorten the sales cycle. I mean, there's obviously multiple steps in your sales cycle. I'm curious what you're doing from a high level that I can't advise you on any advice if I don't know what you're doing. So I'm just trying to get insight into like, how do you reach out to a client? What's your follow-up? Like, if that's what your problem is, I can't solve it unless I understand the process that you're using.
Okay, without going into a lot of boring detail, I meet people frequently in environments like this, and I strive to follow up with those people that I either have indicated that they might be an ideal client or an ideal partner, and connect with them on LinkedIn, by email, usually a DM, and then proceed from there with either developing a relationship or finding out more about how we can or cannot, in some cases, help each other.
Okay, thank you. Jen.
Sure. In the past, I've worked with law firms on the branding side, and they've had a video company come on to do work for them. And the two things that were really frustrating for that particular law firm was the price and the lack of strategy. And so you go do a lot of video recordings, and yet it really doesn't you don't end up getting what you paid for, whether it's through poor expectation setting or poor coaching in the video, whatever it is. So my question for you, what is the number one message that seems to resonate with prospects where they want to move forward? And then this follow-up would be, what is the reason they're not moving faster, do you think, so far? Like, what information do you have? So what's resonating with them to say yes, to move forward? But what do you feel like is the sticky part for them not deciding yes sooner?
What resonates or maybe doesn't resonate at the beginning is the perception that they don't need marketing. The misunderstanding of what marketing is, what it's supposed to do, and that usually when I meet them, they are in fact involved in marketing. So getting that clear and then having that in a form that's more widely distributable for me, so that people get more of that without my having to explain it one-to-one, that's what takes up the time. Once they get that, then it's like, oh, you know what? I have it all mired down in marketing. I don't get it. I wish I did have a way to simplify it. Help me.
One last thought, I think, just as a follow-up to what you said, one thing that might help law firms accelerate decision making, because they bill by the hour, right? They're very conscientious of time. And so, how do you message a very quick, expedited, short-term engagement, like a 3 video package? It'll be done in less than half a day. We'll get it up and running, and here's the thing, because they can always scale and grow and do other video. I'm just wondering, my thought would be, can you offer a quick turnaround, high quality video to get them interested in more? Because they will be very conscientious or conscious of time.
Okay, let me ask you a question at this point. Is your perception that I'm interested in growing the video part of the business?
Well, your company is called Video Grows, so tell me what you are interested in growing.
Okay, it's kind of like Nike, we're not selling Greek gods. We're and that was the reason for the pivot. Regardless of what the company is called, the focus is not videos. That's number
Got it. So you're looking holistic marketing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Very helpful in clarity. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Let me noodle on that. I'll come back later.
Okay.
John.
So I want to build a little bit on what Steve Rinaldi started with, and I want to narrow the segmentation down to generically and specifically estate planners or tax attorneys, as opposed to the real estate transaction guys for the moment, or the fundraisers, because those are transaction based, and all you got to do is feed them red meat. But take the estate planners or someone who does closely held commercial business stuff. They're a small practice, perhaps. They have the pressures and of keeping the revenue up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And they're the ones who need some kind of consistent approach, and at the moment are more likely to feel the pain points. So an estate planner who needs to reach accounting firms, to reach the right people to be introduced for the estate planning, needs a specific set of marketing strategies, objectives, and goals, and some tactics. And again, that's a very narrow group. I don't know how many estate planning attorneys there are in Indianapolis, but what are your thoughts about compiling that list and finding out where they hang out? And I'm sure there's over 100, if not 1,000.
There might be.
So it's worth the market research to understand the structure of the different segments. And my thought is, and I'd love to know your thoughts about being narrow as you move forward.
Mhm.
And pick a segment or two that are abundant in Indy.
Well, I'm not going to stick geographically to Indy, but your point about a narrow segment is well taken.
Good, yeah.
It's much easier if you're speaking to the specific pain points of a very narrow segment. And that's where a lot of us, I include myself in this, make a mistake. We're trying to speak to too many people at once.
Good.
Thanks.
Melinda.
I'm still having a misfit with your name because of what you just said, and I love what you just said. I think you need a tagline, and that will take care of it. So you could still go video grows as your name, but strategic positioning for growth, or I can help you with I'm really good at taglines, so I'd be happy to just do it for you. But I think that might help my misfit when I said I saw the misfit, because and then if you do that, it'll be a lot easier to open the doors where you want to open. And even consider, because there are a lot of agencies that deal with just lawyers. and a lot of your market are estate planners. They focus in those categories, and they can't do what you're doing. And they might be your home run that you hit by finding one or two of them. And it's not going to be hard since you're looking at it on a national basis or international basis. And that can be done with AI and searches to find out who are the agencies that do this kind of stuff. It'll just keep you a little more quicker to reach some of the hot buttons that you've got right now. I mean, I love what John just said about narrowing, and maybe that's the way to find the estate planners. But a tagline helps with them understanding, yes, you do video, but if they wanted to do the video and you were the strategic person who oversaw it and gave them the directions to actually shoot it, I don't know if that's going to make a difference to you. I've learned from the marketing strategic side that I oversee a lot of the processes that I can do with my eyes closed. It's just easier to have somebody else do it.
Thank you,
Let me
Melinda.
run this by you, Melinda. The tagline currently is video grows, where the emphasis is on the grows part.
Strategically growth. So, and you know what? I'll work on something for you.
Yeah, because strategy is too many syllables for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is, and it's too complicated, but
Thanks.
So I'll go then Jen and then Deborah and Nicole. So one of the things I happen to realize is the information in, forgive me if lawyers might understand it much faster than I do, but that might be another challenge. The education as of what marketing is, or the very, very beginning, all those pain points that are taking you this long time to prepare this future client into becoming your client should be more simple, in a simple language, so you can explain what they don't know. So tell them what they don't know. And that would be more on social media. I know I've seen some of your articles and they're beautiful. I mean, they're magnificent. But even if I had not talked to you before, I still would have not gotten it.
Mm-hmm.
So something, start from baby steps, to educate with your content so they are better prepared when they visit you. Jen.
One of the fastest ways I have clients get to, or prospects get to a yes and become a client, is I will do a brand and marketing assessment, and I'll identify these are the places where there are gaps, and here's what I think could be done. A lot of times when you paint that picture, and maybe you do that, I'm not sure, but some type of an assessment where you could do the assessment, someone could also complete a self-assessment. But I think painting the picture of the gaps and the future of here's what this could look like, I think is very powerful. Most law firms, if they're 50 employees or less, they're not looking for 10,000 clients. They're trying to get conversion strategies for a set number of clients. And so if you can say, gosh, I was looking at your online presence, your website, social media, these are some gaps. I can help you on your conversion front. Let's hop on a call. And then I think giving them a clear path, especially because DMMI, I mean, I think diving into what those letters stand for is important, right? You manage what you measure, and you can help them do that. So just a few other thoughts.
Okay, thank you.
My recommendation would be to find out where estate lawyers and those that you want to partner with, what are their associations? Where are they doing webinars? Because that's going to give you some insight. We work through partnerships. That's what we do. And so the first thing I've done is to do the research, and estate lawyers, I work with them, what are the associations they belong to? So I joined the Estate Law Association that's here in Washington, D.C. And that gives me an opportunity to get a purview as to what are some of their issues, what are some of their challenges, what are some of the things that they're talking about. So sometimes it's okay to be the little quiet fly in the corner so you can gather some intelligence, and then you have the ability to be able to figure out where you want to take that or how you want to, I guess, in a sense, massage your marketing message so that it resonates. Because if it doesn't resonate with them, they're not even going to pay any attention. That would be my recommendation, and we've done that, and it seems to be working.
Okay,
Thanks, Deborah.
thank you.
Nicole, then John, then Gretchen.
I just wanted to let you know, I booked an appointment with you for Monday and I saw FWK, and you know what that means. And so I think that's fascinating and it's wonderful. So that might be something to consider with, you already have it apparently. So maybe continuing to utilize that in conjunction with what I said previously.
Okay. Yeah, find, win, and keep clients is what it's all about. Yes.
John,
I'm going to defer to Gretchen. I'll go after her.
Gretchen, go ahead, please.
Oh, Jen's last comment made me remember a marketing person that I worked with had said to me, don't try to sell them the solution to the problem, because your customers probably don't know what the root cause problem is. They just know the symptoms. And so her advice was talk about their symptoms and how you're going to fix their symptoms. Don't talk about the problem. It's too much to educate them that these symptoms are due to this root problem in the sales cycle. So just sell them you can fix their symptoms. And then once they hire you, explain the root cause at that point. So I don't know if that's helpful or not, but I just, something she said reminded me of that.
Yeah, it's kind of like having a headache, or someone here had a headache, if I remember, this morning. And yeah, what is the root cause of that headache? But right now, let's get rid of the headache. Got it.
Great point. You mentioned some of the objections that you face. What are your thoughts about making your messaging about all the objections? Some of the people out there will say, oh my God, that's me. Let me call Sandra immediately. And I think it's a good strategy, at least to consider.
Fair enough. Yes. As you're on track with something, excuse me, some thoughts that have occurred to me, like the person who says, oh, I don't need marketing.
That's a blog.
Yeah.
You're right. You don't need marketing, you idiot. We could go on. We'll talk.
Jen.
Just a follow-up question. Are you wanting to do project-based marketing, or do you want to be in a retainer space, or both?
Primarily retainer space,
Okay.
because it is an ongoing thing for most companies. They think, oh, we only have this one problem, and then we uncover the other 10.
So I will share for proposals that I do for clients, and I'd be curious what yours looks like. I do a 30-day program, a 90-day, and then it moves to retainer. But that way, and they all flow into each other. So someone can try me for 30 days or 2 weeks, depending on what kind of project it is. They can extend to 90 and then they can roll into a retainer. Are you thinking of a strategy like that, or do you start with retainer? What does that look like for you?
I have considered a strategy like that because going for the long-term thing is scary.
Yes.
So yes, offering a pathway to try and then decide on a longer term is viable.
I find that doing the strategy work up front and giving 1 or 2 very specific, tangible, high value outputs can easily lead to a yes, because they're like, oh, I can bite size that project, I can do that. Even if I don't know you, I'll try it. And then I think that can really convert into a retainer much more effectively. So just a thought.
Okay, thank you.
Amy.
Nothing like good old confirmation.
Sorry, I guess I should learn how to use my computer. I'm on a different computer today. I second wholeheartedly that model, Jen. That was part of my thought process. But also, and Sandra, thank you for the presentation. We're going through a brand pivot ourselves. One thing that resonated with me at the beginning of your presentation was very much about we don't discount our services. And as we've defined our customer market, even in the candy industry, that has become a foundational piece for us. One of the things I'm finding, though, too, is that finding the point, it's almost the pivot point of where we are not approachable because of pricing points or not approachable because of language, is something that perhaps requires a little more analysis when you're going forward. I don't know if you're using that as part of your marketing pitch, or if that is just strictly within your own foundational pieces of the brand. But I think that model of using a 30, 60, 90 day prior to retainer, providing proof of concept and proof of why the pricing is where it is, could be super valuable. So I wish you luck.
Thank you. Yes, establishing that value is a key part of it. People, you experience this with your product, oh, it's candy. How much could it be? But if you're delivering a lot of emotional experience, connection with the recipient when it's a gift, all of those things come into the value. That's the same process that I'm going through to establish what the value is exactly.
And post-COVID, all purchases, whether services or consumer product goods, require that experiential piece, is what I think we're learning. Thanks.
Thank you.
Nicole.
Um, so I checked out your LinkedIn, and so if you're connecting to you're trying to connect to this audience, consider webinars. You've had successful ones previously, so consider setting up some specific to the attorneys, the business attorneys that you're trying to attract, and educate them. That's your strategy, is that you're educating on marketing, not being advertising. Why isn't it? Tell them what that is in a way where there's still value, and promotes them to pay you for it. You know what I mean? And so a couple different ways you can do that on LinkedIn, or even on Eventbrite is another way. I think I said that last week, but Eventbrite's an option for sure. Or even just hold your own Zooms and reach out and call folks.
Yeah. Thank you.
Melinda.
I want to add to what Nicole just said. I used to do lunch and learns and breakfast and learns all the time, and I wouldn't sell at all. I'd just go in, talk about the challenges that agents, and I did it with agencies, but what agencies were having with their clients, things that they didn't know how to solve. And I came across as an authority. And that's something you could probably test in Indianapolis to see if those work. You can easily do them online afterwards, but if you can bring in bagels in the morning or something like that, people will listen. They'll gather in the conference room for a half an hour, 45 minutes. And a lot of them have sales meetings once a week if they've got a little bit of a staff. Do it for the whole office. Educate everybody. I could talk to you about that offline, because there's a whole strategy in being able to sell it into the organization. And you start at the top saying, I have, I'd like, who do I talk to do? And then when you talk to them, you say that the CEO or the president by name suggested I call you, and I'd like to offer your office this, or whatever it might be.
Interesting.
And I love what Nicole said because it's right on the money. It's right there, and grab them with all the things that you can help them with, but don't sell anything at all other than the name of your company and what you do, and maybe a short bio. Keep it all education.
All right, thanks.
All right. Any more questions? Comments? Okay. Jen, I think we're ready to restart sharing slides, please.
Thanks, everyone.
So, Sandra, we always like to ask the final question of our presenters, and that question is, what more can our 1 Million Cups community help you with today?
When I follow up on comments, questions, and input, please make sure you respond. That's all.
Very actionable. Thanks so much again. Next slide, please. So next week's presenter is Paul Pearson. And John, I believe you are working with him, and I've had a couple contacts with him. So we hope that you will join us for that, as well as invite a friend to join us. You can see it's a pretty safe space, and we all try to offer actionable advice and suggestions, and there's always plenty of opinions. Next slide, please. So upcoming events, Jen, would you like to speak to NAWBO a little?
Sure. NAWBO is the National Association of Women Business Owners. We have 3 events coming up over the summer. One is this Sunday. It's 5 authors speaking on a panel in DC. One is on the 14th in August. If you like baseball, it'll be at Frederick Keys. So let me know. I'll put my email in chat. If you want to learn more about NAWBO events, I'll also put the website there. And there's lots of informal networking there too, in case you're looking to grow your community with other women business owners. And it is DMV, so Sandra, we figure out a way either virtually to have you connect in or something.
Beautiful. There's also other events you can check out through the Fairfax Chamber, as well as our other community organizations. Next slide, please. You can see our presenter schedule coming up here. We are now scheduling into September, which is fantastic. If you would like to present, you can use that QR code that will connect you to the link that will give you information on how to present. We make it pretty easy. You answer a series of questions, we generate the slides for you, so you don't even have to fight with PowerPoint or Google Slides. And so if you're interested in presenting, we would love to have you. Next slide, please. Let your network know about us. 1 Million Cups is, as I said at the beginning, a really good community. Entrepreneurial mindsets aren't always easy to find, so we like the opportunity that we can act as a mastermind, but also for the community connections. So please connect us to your network or connect to ours. YouTube, Twitter, I refuse to call it by its other name, LinkedIn or Facebook. All the links are in one place here with the QR code, so you can grab that and connect. I had a little post on us, I believe, last week, maybe 2 weeks ago on LinkedIn. Next slide, please. If you're available to stick around a while, please do. We're a very welcoming community and love to chew the fat, as it were, after these presentations. So thanks everyone for attending. Be sure to save the chat. There are 3 little buttons at the top of the chat window. If you click on there, it tells you save chat. And the reason I'm giving you instructions is because I always forget to do it. So thanks everybody for coming. Hope to see you next week.